Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Camille. I will be using styling products from Shea Moisture. We will also be using the Bounce Curl Defining Brush, Styling Lotion, Strengthen Restore, Frizz-Free Curl Mousse, and the Curling Gel Souffle, all from Shea Moisture. The beach towel from Bounce Curl is amazing. It's long enough for when my hair grows longer, which I love. I need a new one, but I think this is a special edition, limited edition. I forgot. Anyway, we're going to start with my little tail in the back so that I can prevent any tangles from happening before my next wash day. And small amount goes a long way. And I'm supposed to start from the ends going toward the roots with the styling lotion. 1 pump or 2.5 of the mousse, and then a tiny amount of the souffle. Rake that in, smooth it in. It's gonna be braided and half finger coiled, so just one run through with the brush and braid and finger coil the rest so that that curl will blend into the rest of my curls and all that jazz. So we're gonna just go behind the ear for my first part and separate that and put everything else up. Small amount goes a long way, but just enough to saturate it. And always start less so that you can add more if you need it, which is what I did toward the root area. Then I will detangle with the defining brush and let those clumps do the thing. 3 pumps, rake it through, smooth it through. I really don't have a technique on applying the mousse. Just making sure it's nice and saturated is what I'm going for. Then we get the styling souffle and finish off with another section just above the ear, maybe like 1.5 inches or 1/2 inch above the ear, and kind of size up what amount I need of the styling lotion and get that like 1.5 inches and a few quarters, and apply that from the ends because that's the oldest part of the hair that needs the most attention to maintain its longevity, and brush from the ends so that I am not breaking down ends that can be easily removed from the ends, not from the top, because if you brush from the top of your head, you are creating and making those knots tighter as you're trying to brush it through. So we don't want to do that. So with this part, I like to get the mousse, get a large amount, so maybe like four pumps, apply that to my sections, to the section, hear that nice squishy sound, and then we'll brush the hair and separate the left side of my head from the right side so that the back side has its own part. Just like this, separate the back from the left and right side so that I can brush that outwards because it's going to lay on that side of the head, not toward the back like the back part would be. So separate that to my heart's content, brush it backwards, grab the souffle and smooth it over. I think I would like my curls to be styled, but I also don't want it to look too wavy, even though the heaviness of your hair can make your hair look wavy. Even when you have it cut short, it is very curly. You understand what I'm saying? Anyways, I kind of mess up the section, so it looked like I needed to define it again with the brush. Get those look back in their curls. So with this portion, it's a bit much, so I'm gonna just take the little high up crown section that would lay backwards to the back of the head, and then this part in the front I'm gonna do in one go. tried to shorten this styling process in under 20 minutes, but I think it went over to 22. Anyways, smooth on the styling lotion. Use as much as you can, but don't overdo it, since now the hair is starting to air dry on its own, and I, throughout this whole process, did not add any water to it because I had misplaced my bottle. It happens. So when dealing with the crown section, it's very hard to tangle, and the hair on the brush was getting a little in my way, so I had to remove that. Not too much. Came off the brush, so that's a good thing. Detangle, scrunch up, use the mousse just enough so that I can saturate all the hairs and try to prevent frizz from happening. So that's my main goal in all this. Grab the souffle and just smooth it on. I feel like as I'm going further up toward my face, it gets harder to detangle. I mean, to get definition of the curls. But now that we have the front section, we are going to use a large amount, maybe 2/4 of the styling lotion. Add more if needed, and detangle with the defining brush. Then bring out the mousse. Use 4 pumps. I think I got more, but I'm not quite sure. I'm paying attention to the root area as well as the curls in front, scrunching it in, making sure it's all saturated, but also finger detangling outwards, and making sure it's just not laying forward as much, even though it is, but trying to somewhat prevent it while still having it lay in front. Smoothing on the styling souffle, because I feel like that's best to do. Swing it back like, hey, just came out of the water kind of thing. Anyway, grab more souffle and just put it near the edges, because I don't know how to do any edge control. Still learning. Now, it has been 5 years. No, 5 hours. Maybe close to 6. It still feels slightly cold in some areas, but not too much, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the curls look amazing. They're nice and soft. There was some definition. I did not feel the need or want to separate the curls that were still clumped together. You can't see. If you did, good for you. The tail in the back that I have, and how it's finger coiled to make it blend into the rest of the hair, or just make it look like it's part of the hair, not just some tiny little braid in the back. And I just bounced the curls to my heart's content, because why not? It's beautiful. Good hair day. Here's the tail. I really feel like this helps for me, since my hair is long and I want to make it longer. There's always a chance of your hair in the back to be shorter than the rest of your hair in the front, in the middle, and any other part of your head. So I'm trying to grow out the back of my head. And yes, this is what I normally have my hair, or I like to style my hair from the left-sided part, so that you see that volume from the hair just laying over the head. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and as always, embrace joy.